When it comes to action-packed adventures, the Tomb Raider movie blows Sword Art Online out of the water. Tomb Raider is a thrilling ride with a strong, relatable hero who actually gets things done, while SAO drags us through endless cringeworthy moments and poorly written plots. If you're tired of the same old SAO nonsense, join me as we dive into why Tomb Raider not only delivers excitement, but also leaves the mess that is SAO in the dust.
Tomb Raider is a 2018 American action-adventure movie. It's based on the 2013 video game of the same name, and it's also the reboot of the Tomb Raider movie series. In this video, let's take a look at everything Tomb Raider does right. It's fitting how Dominic West is playing Lara Croft's father in this movie. He was also Alicia Vikander's father in the movie Testament of Youth. Alicia Vikander was a great choice to play Lara Croft. She is an Oscar winner, so she's definitely very talented. Additionally, Alicia Vikander put on about 12 pounds of muscle in order to play Lara Croft. The reason for this is because she wanted the character to be as realistic as possible. Furthermore, Alicia Vikander has stated that she was a fan of the Lara Croft Tomb Raider video game series. She used to play the games when she was growing up. It's nice how they cast someone who's actually a fan of the Lara Croft Tomb Raider games. Oftentimes in video game movies, you get people who don't care about the games that the movie is based on, and have never even played the games before. Terry here is played by Duncan Airley James, a former 6-time World Thai/Kickboxing champion and K1 fighter. He was actually the first Scottish fighter to win the World Muay Thai title and fight in K1. It's cool how they got an actual fighter to play Lara's trainer in this movie. It just makes it feel a lot more authentic and genuine. It's nice how this movie offers a more grounded interpretation of Lara Croft. She's just a regular person who's trying to make a living by being a bike courier. This version of Lara Croft is a lot more realistic and relatable. A lot of people watching this movie may have worked as a delivery person before, so they can totally understand Lara's struggles and what she has to go through every single day. Pretty hilarious moment here. Although this movie is very dark and gritty, there are still a few funny moments sprinkled in here and there. Lara is pretty clever. She's going to hitch a ride on the back of this truck in order to get an upper hand. It goes to show that Lara is able to think quick and use whatever she can to her advantage. Remember, you should always work smarter, not harder. Lara choosing not to take her inheritance is a nice touch. It goes to show that she hopes her father is still alive. If Lara had accepted her inheritance, she would have to come to terms with the reality of her father's death. Lara is not willing to do that yet, so that's why she is not accepting her inheritance. It makes sense why Anna wants Lara to sign the paper so badly. Towards the end of the movie, we find out that Anna is actually one of the agents that works for Trinity. She wants Lara to sign the papers because Richard Croft stopped cooperating with Trinity. This scene is a subtle clue to the audience about Anna's true intentions. Kristen Scott Thomas definitely does a great job playing a very cunning and deceptive character.
I'm just not that kind of Croft.
That line is actually a direct reference to the Tomb Raider video game. In the video game, Lara says something similar when she's about to climb a tree.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
62 Buckingham Gate is actually a real place. It's a commercial building located in Victoria, London. It's cool how this movie uses real locations. It makes it seem a lot more realistic. Nick Frost is pretty hilarious. He doesn't have much screen time in this movie, but whenever he does appear, he always brightens up the mood and allows the audience to get a few laughs. It's cool how Lu Ren's boat is called Endurance. That's also the name of the ship in the Tomb Raider video game. That's definitely a nice Easter egg. This is a pretty awesome chase sequence. It goes to show that Lara is extremely quick and agile. Her experience as a bike courier is definitely helping her here. Daniel Wu was a great choice to play Lu Ren. His character works well with Lara Croft. Pretty hilarious moment here. You can see the difference in personality between Lara Croft and Lu Ren. Lara is fearless, she's ready for any adventure. But Lu Ren is very skeptical because he knows what's probably going to happen. It's fitting how Lara kept the money in her shoe. We already saw how Lara had her bag stolen in the earlier scene. This goes to show that Lara has learned from her previous mistake, and now she keeps her valuables hidden much better. This movie does a great job setting everything up. Lara's archery experience here will be very important later in the movie, because she uses a bow and arrows. This is a pretty epic scene. The slow motion definitely adds to the intensity. This scene is actually directly lifted from the Tomb Raider video game. Walton Goggins was a great choice to play the villain of this movie, Matthias Vogel. He's able to play a very cunning and deceptive villain. At first it seems like he's friendly and willing to help Lara, but we later learn that it's not the case. Matthias Vogel sounds very menacing and intimidating. You can just feel the presence of danger surrounding him. You know that he's up to no good. Lara Croft's outfit here is nearly identical to her outfit in the 2013 Tomb Raider video game. She even has the bandage on her right arm. That's some nice attention to detail. You can tell that the people who worked on this movie really care about the source material. Pretty hilarious moment here. It's nice how Lu Ren is able to remain somewhat lighthearted in a time like this. It goes to show that he hasn't completely given up all hope. Whoa, that is brutal. Matthias Vogel is just heartless. Instead of letting letting that sick man rest for a little bit, he straight up murdered him in cold blood. As I mentioned before, Walton Goggins does a great job playing a very menacing and intimidating villain. He didn't even hesitate at all. You can tell that Lu Ren really believes in Lara. He's willing to stay behind and potentially sacrifice himself so that Lara can run away and find safety. As I stated before, Lu Ren's character works well with Lara Croft. This entire scene is also directly from the Tomb Raider video game. In the game, Lara does something very similar. Pretty hilarious moment here. It's funny how Lara is directly calling out the ridiculousness of the unfortunate situation that she's currently in. I'm sure that a lot of people in the audience probably had the same exact reaction. The part where Lara is impaled by a stick through her side here is also a nice reference to the Tomb Raider video game. This is actually the same exact injury that Lara suffers in the opening sequence of that game. Additionally, the injury serves as a key plot element for the opening chapters of the game. As I mentioned before, you can tell that the people who worked on this movie really care about the source material. This shot is very devastating. It goes to show that Lara is truly on her own. There is no help to be seen. Lara has to find a way to survive all by herself. This fight scene feels very realistic. As we saw at the beginning of the movie, Lara does have some boxing experience, but she's never really been in a real fight to the death before, so it makes sense why she's struggling so much against this guy. Lara's reaction here is very genuine. This is the first time that she's ever killed a person. Of course, such a traumatic situation like that would definitely put you in a state of shock and confusion. Furthermore, this scene is yet another nice reference to the Tomb Raider video game. In the game, Lara's first kill is a very big deal. It's played out with the same exact emotional weight as seen in the movie. This is a very touching and heartwarming reunion here between Lara and her father. The movie certainly manages to pull at the audience's heartstrings. It's been several years since Lara had seen her father, and she never gave up hope. Lara always knew deep down that her father was out there somewhere, and now she finally gets the chance to see him again. It's fitting how Lara picked up the bow and arrows here. In the Tomb Raider video game, Lara mainly uses a bow and arrows as her primary weapon. The exact bow that Lara picks up here in the movie is the second of 4 bows that she uses in the video game. The other 3 bows are a makeshift longbow, a modern compound bow, and a high-tech competition bow. This scene definitely feels like something right out of a video game. You have to sneak into the tent and retrieve an item without being spotted by any of the bad guys. It's cool how Lara was able to take out that mercenary with just a single shot. As we saw earlier in the movie, Lara does have a lot of archery experience. Once again, you can tell that Lu Ren really believes in Lara. He's not going to leave her behind even though this is a very dangerous situation, and he could possibly lose his own life. This is consistent with Lu Ren's character. The movie does a great job making this a very intense scene. This mercenary was a split second away from shooting and killing Richard. If Lara hadn't saved her father in the nick of time, he would surely be dead by now. You can tell that Lara really loves her father. She's not willing to let him die, even though it could mean that millions of other people will die instead. Even though letting her father die would be the most ethical choice, Lara can't bring herself to do that. The movie does a great job making the tomb itself feel very creepy and unsettling. It definitely seems like something scary and unexpected is about to happen. Whoa, that was unexpected. You can tell that raiding the tomb here will be very dangerous and risky. Nobody is safe. Anyone could very well die at any moment. Once again, this scene definitely feels like something right out of a video game. You have to complete the colored puzzle before all the tiles on the floor collapse and you fall to your death. This movie does a fantastic job recreating the look and feel of an actual video game. It makes sense how the color green will be the answer to the puzzle. The color green does indeed symbolize life as well as renewal, nature, and energy. Pretty hilarious moment here. It's funny how this guy has no idea what happened to the floor. Whoa, that was a very effective jump scare. I'm sure that a lot of people certainly didn't expect that. The movie does a great job fooling the audience. It makes it seem like Himiko is coming back to life, but that's actually not the case. It's just her decaying body reacting to the oxygen, because she was sealed in an airtight coffin for thousands of years. Now it all makes sense. Himiko didn't cause all the death and destruction. She was the carrier of the disease and she was immune to it. Himiko sacrificed herself so that nobody else would get infected by the disease. As stated in the movie, all myths have foundation in reality. In this case, the truth about Himiko was twisted into a completely different story. It's not totally inaccurate, but it is nothing more than just a myth. The ice axe here is actually the exact same as the one Lara uses in the Tomb Raider video games. That's some nice attention to detail. Lara's high-pitched scream here is yet another nice reference to the Tomb Raider video games. In the games, Lara would also scream when she fell. Great use of slow motion here. This is a pretty close call. A few inches closer and Lara would be dead. This is a very sad and heartbreaking parting scene between Lara and her father. Lara only just got the chance to see her father again after several years, and now she has to say goodbye forever. This two-finger your goodbye signal is the exact same motion that Richard would do when he left Lara, as we saw in the flashback scenes. This movie does a great job keeping up the consistency. Some nice foreshadowing here. When Matthias Vogel says that Trinity is everywhere, he's certainly not wrong. Towards the end of the movie, we learn that Trinity's front company Patna is actually a subsidiary of Croft Holdings. Trinity was under their noses this entire time, and they didn't even know about it. In the end, Matthias Vogel is killed by the very thing he was searching for. That's some nice poetic justice. It's always satisfying to see the villains finally getting their comeuppance. This is yet another scene straight out of the Tomb Raider video games. This is actually a frequent game mechanic of the 2013 Tomb Raider video game. It's often timed with a button to press in order to prevent falling. This scene certainly feels like the climax of a video game. You have to find a way to escape the tomb before the whole place collapses and you die. A similar scene also happened towards the end of the 2001 Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie. This scene could possibly be a homage to that movie as well. This is a nice callback to earlier in the movie. Lara and Lu Ren had a very similar conversation. It's cool to see Lara holding the HK USP 9mm match pistols here. That's a nice reference to the 2001 Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie. The same exact pistols were used by Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft in that movie. Perhaps we might see Lara using these pistols in a sequel to this movie. This entire end credit sequence is pretty awesome. It's neat how it's recreating certain notable events that occurred during the movie. Well, that's it for this video. What did you think of Tomb Raider? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. Also, let me know which is your favorite movie based on a video game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications for my channel so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.
As you can see, Tomb Raider is way better than Sword Art Online in every way. First off, the action in Tomb Raider is intense and exciting, keeping you on the edge of your seat. Alicia Vikander is excellent as Lara Croft. She brings depth and strength to the character, making you genuinely care about her journey. You can really feel her struggles and victories, and that's something SAO completely fails to deliver. In contrast, Sword Art Online is boring and bland. The story is a jumbled mess that goes nowhere, with way too many plot twists that make no sense. Instead of being gripping, it just feels like a chore to watch. The characters, don't even get me started. They lack any real personality or growth. They're just walking cliches with no depth, and you often find yourself not caring what happens to them. In Tomb Raider, you see Lara evolve, face real challenges, and come out stronger. Meanwhile, in SAO, the characters feel stuck in a video game loop, repeating the same tired lines and actions. It's hard to be invested in a story where the characters are as flat as a piece of paper. Overall, Tomb Raider gives you the thrills and emotional weight that SAO just can't match. If you want real action and a compelling story, you know where to look. If you're in the mood for another fantastic video game movie, be sure to check out the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Step into the world of fantasy fatalities, an electrifying series that delves into the riveting demise of named characters in fantasy movies and shows. Brace yourself for a mind-blowing adventure as we embark on a thrilling journey through the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The wicked Koopa King, Bowser, unleashes his fearsome army upon the Snow Kingdom. He invades their once peaceful land, imprisoning the adorable penguin inhabitants and reducing their majestic palace to smoldering ruins. The audacious tyrant snatches away a coveted superstar, a source of unimaginable power. Meanwhile, amidst the bustling streets of New York, a tale of two brothers begins to unfold. Mario and Luigi venture into the realm of entrepreneurship by establishing their very own plumbing service, Super Mario Bros. Plumbing. The Mario brothers make it back home after their first job, looking forward to a family meal. Their arrival sparks a storm of ridicule from their relatives, who can't resist poking fun at their plumbing business and infamous commercial. But just as hope seems lost, a flicker of excitement catches their attention on the television screen. A breaking news report reveals a dire situation. Manholes all over the streets of Brooklyn are plagued by a leak. Mario seizes the moment, recognizing it as a golden opportunity to prove himself and his abilities. Deep within the labyrinthine sewers, Luigi stumbles upon an enigmatic warp pipe, vanishing before Mario's bewildered eyes. Without a moment's hesitation, Mario plunges headfirst into the unknown. The brothers find themselves torn apart, their destinies diverging. As Mario tumbles through the mysterious void, he awakens in a strange land known as the Mushroom Kingdom. An encounter with Toad sets off a chain of extraordinary events. Toad reveals the distressing truth. Luigi has been ensnared in the treacherous Darklands, a realm ruled by the nefarious Bowser. Determined to rescue his brother, Mario is advised by Toad to seek aid from the kingdom's regal ruler, Princess Peach. Mario's resilience captures Peach's trust. Toad joins their valiant quest without a moment's hesitation. Bowser charts a treacherous course towards the Mushroom Kingdom, plotting to claim the hand of Peach in unholy matrimony. Mario, Peach, and Toad traverse a multitude of captivating realms. All roads lead to their ultimate destination, the mystifying Jungle Kingdom. Peach seeks counsel with its ruler, the venerable indomitable Cranky Kong. Pleading for his formidable army of Kongs to join their cause against the menacing Bowser, she encounters an initial rebuff. Eventually, Cranky relents, but not without a challenge from Mario to prove his mettle. Mario squares off against none other than Cranky's own offspring, the mighty Donkey Kong. Mario touches a mysterious box within the arena, undergoing a mesmerizing transformation into the feline prowess of Cat Mario. With newfound agility, he gracefully evades Donkey Kong's barrage of barrels, launching into a fierce scratching assault until victory is firmly secured. Recognizing Mario's indomitable spirit, Cranky acquiesces, pledging the Jungle Kingdom's much-needed support to safeguard the Mushroom Kingdom's future. Together, the characters embark on a thrilling kart race, retracing their steps back to the enchanted Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser mobilizes his formidable army, and he orders them to set a treacherous trap for our courageous champions on the vibrant Rainbow Road. The Koopa General retracts into his shell, and he destroys part of the road. We never see the Koopa General again for the rest of the movie, so I'm gonna assume that he died from the impact. Mario and Donkey Kong plummet into the boundless depths of the ocean below. A menacing moray emerges, engulfing them in its jaws with lightning speed. Peach and Toad manage to make a harrowing return to the Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser dramatically sails into the Mushroom Kingdom on his majestic vessel. He dares to propose an unthinkable union with Peach. Swallowed by desperation, Peach reluctantly succumbs to the unwanted alliance. Mario and Donkey Kong embark on a thrilling escape from the clutches of the moray. They soar away, racing against time to reach the grand royal wedding of Peach and Bowser. Peach sets King Bob-omb's fuse ablaze, and he explodes. Mario and Donkey Kong heroically arrive. Bowser issues a chilling order: launch the destructive bomber build to obliterate the Mushroom Kingdom once and for all. Mario diverts the deadly projectile away from Peach's castle, expertly guiding it into the very warp pipe that first brought him to this fantastical world. The resulting explosion triggers a cataclysmic vortex, sucking everything and everyone in its vicinity. The unsuspecting residents find themselves abruptly transported to the bustling streets of Brooklyn. Bowser inadvertently drops the coveted superstar. The brothers snatch the superstar, and they become invincible. The Mario brothers beat Bowser and his army. The defeated Bowser, now reduced to a miniature size, is sealed within a jar. The Mario brothers are triumphantly hailed as heroes. They establish their new home in the Mushroom Kingdom, connected to their original world through a warp pipe for future adventures. In the exciting mid-credits scene, Bowser finds himself trapped in a cage, yet his spirit remains unbroken as he showcases his musical prowess on the piano. In the post-credits scene, a Yoshi's egg begins to crack. In total, there were 2 named character deaths, Koopa General and King Bob-omb, with a runtime of 92 minutes. That gives us an average of 1 death every 46 minutes. The Super Mario Bros. Movie received mixed reviews from critics, but positive reviews from audiences. The movie made over $1.21 billion at the box office and set numerous records. It's currently the highest-grossing movie of 2023 and the 5th highest-grossing animated movie. Additionally, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is the highest-grossing movie based on a video game, and it had the biggest worldwide opening weekend for an animated movie, surpassing the previous record holder, Frozen 2. In a captivating revelation back in May 2021, the head of Nintendo unveiled the company's fervent desire to dive deeper into the realm of animated films. Their enthusiasm hinged on the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Adding to the intrigue, the enigmatic Jack Black unveiled his own musings on a possible sequel. His words ignited imaginations and set hearts ablaze as he expressed a keen interest in enlisting Pedro Pascal, known for his unforgettable portrayal of Mario in a memorable Saturday Night Live sketch, to voice the dastardly character of Wario. Such a tantalizing prospect hinted at an enthralling sequel brimming with epic confrontations. Then, on the pivotal date of April 21st, 2023, as the Super Mario Bros. Movie reigned supreme at the box office, Nintendo unleashed a monumental announcement. They divulged that a plethora of future films inspired by their beloved properties was on the horizon. Although they cunningly refrained from directly confirming a sequel to the Mario Bros. Blockbuster, the prospect of more fantastical adventures set pulses racing and left fans eagerly awaiting the next thrilling chapter. In February 2022, Charlie Day, the talented actor who brought Luigi to life, unmasked his deep yearning to once again don the iconic green cap and embark on another haunting adventure in a mesmerizing Luigi's Mansion film. The prospect of reprising his role sent ripples of excitement through fans. The excitement didn't stop there. As the wheels of time spun forward to March 2023, Charlie Day reaffirmed his unwavering interest in stepping back into Luigi's shoes, unleashing a wave of anticipation and fervent speculation among eager moviegoers. The possibility of witnessing Charlie's captivating performance and embracing the eerie atmosphere of Luigi's Mansion on the big screen was simply tantalizing. But there's more. In an electrifying twist, the charismatic Seth Rogen, known for his boundless comedic prowess, raised the curtain on an entirely new avenue of potential cinematic brilliance. In April 2023, Seth's creative genius sparked with inspiration as he voiced his interest in bringing the enchanting realm of Donkey Kong Country to life. With an infectious enthusiasm, Seth emphasized the immense opportunities and boundless potential that this cherished franchise held for an exhilarating spin-off movie. The mere thought of witnessing the lush jungles, heart-pounding action, and endearing characters of Donkey Kong Country unfurl on the silver screen sent shockwaves of anticipation through the hearts of fans worldwide. Delve into the realm of magic and wonder with me by suggesting a captivating fantasy movie or show to analyze next in the comments below. Your input fuels my adventurous spirit. As always, thank you for joining me on this enchanting journey, and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling escapades.